The laws that govern who can enter this country are some of our most important. Those laws, from the time President Biden got elected, have been completely ignored. And his point person, Secretary Mayorkas, has been the leading individual saying one thing, doing another. You've heard the statistics, 8 million illegal immigrants, gotaways, not even a term a few years ago, up to around 60,000 per month. And in that crowd, these are not people that are wanting to greet someone at the border. They pay the big fees to the cartels. They want to come into the country, and they're doing so with some type of record that they don't want to be discussing it once they get here. Who knows where that ends up? I was down there in 2021, I think April, and it was not currently where most of the traffic's coming from, Eagle Pass. It was down a little bit east of there. And those numbers, 50, 60,000 per month, are now dwarfed by 200 to 300,000 monthly, plus the gotaways again that come in here not wanting to greet the Border Patrol. It is not secure. Back then, Border Patrol said their job is basically triage. They are so overwhelmed. We should today pass this no confidence measure because there's been plenty of time to adjust your policies. And when you only do it because you're paying the political consequences that will be meted out here next November, I don't think that counts. That means you're doing it thinking that you can maneuver beyond it politically when you've caused all that grief in the meantime. The leader of the band is President Biden. He's the conductor. Mayorkas has just been in the orchestra, but it's clearly been orchestrated where we're at. When you put up the welcome sign, come into our country with no consequences, sooner or later it adds up, there will be consequences. Even our northern border has got more illegal crossings than we've ever had before. Down there a couple years ago, 50 different nationalities were crossing. Now it's up to over 150. 170 on the terror watch list have been confronted. How many others were not? This is a dire national security threat. Those who are ignoring the problem for political reasons should bear that in mind. And most importantly, the American public should bear that in mind when they go to the ballot box next November. Mr. President, I yield the floor.